Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is the case of the Idaho quadruple murders. May the 4 victims rest in peace. Condolence to the families, and may the correct justice be served.
And Brian, this viewer question caught our eye. Angela wants to know about the frat party that Ethan and Xana attended on the night of their deaths. Have a listen.
Hi, Brian. I'm Angela, and I am from Chicago. So my question is, why were the police called to the party that Ethan and Xana were at? Do you think that this has anything to do with the crime? And if so, what? Do you think that maybe they got into a fight or that somebody was mad at them? Does anybody have any more information on this?
All right. Thank you, Angela. Appreciate that. Brian, I actually didn't know that the police had been called to that frat party. Do we know anything more about it?
We don't know much. We don't know any of the details. We know that there are reports that the police were at the frat party. It really could have been anything. It may have had nothing to do with them, with the 2 victims. It could have been something totally unrelated. I will tell you this, though. Going to the fraternities and sororities today, trying to get them to talk, it's not easy right now. They've been told not to talk to the media and only to talk to the police.
Not surprised. I got 40 seconds left. Megan.
The police was called to the Sigma Chi fraternity party. If they were called at the party the same night the quadruple murders took place, I wonder what was the reason they were called for. Was there a fight? Could it be allegedly the same fight that we've heard rumors about? Was the couple involved in a fight? Did they ever reach home? Did something happen to them in the party? And how come the police have never mentioned that in the police conference? There was no pictures taken of the couple that night on social media. The last time they were seen was between 9 to 10. They weren't seen after 10 a.m. 10 p.m. at night. And how would Bethany and Dylan know if they made it at home? Because we were told they fell asleep. Then there was the undercover police stop at Banfield. There was a police visit to the Sigma Chi fraternity. At times I wonder if the 4chan article is true, then could it be possible that KAYLEES shouldn't have been in Maddie's room because the targets were Maddie, Xana, and Ethan. It wasn't KAYLEES. So maybe the suspect got shocked when he entered the room in the darkness and saw that there were 2 girls and not 1. I wanted to show y'all KAYLEES' veranda. I wonder why the floor is so brown or reddish. Was KAYLEES actually sleeping in her room?
Actually mistook the noises that she'd been hearing. Remember, the affidavit said that around 4 a.m. she could hear some noises up on the third floor, thought it was maybe, Kaylee playing with the dog Murphy, didn't think a lot more than that. But ultimately, a few moments later, she heard a lot of noises. She opened her door and effectively kind of yelled out to her roommates, calm down, like cut it out, keep it down. You guys are being loud. I'm trying to sleep. It's late. Thinking that there were roommates horsing around, that perhaps all that noise that she was hearing was just them, being boisterous and still in party mode. It was late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. So she then closed her door and went back to bed, but within minutes, perhaps sort of roused again by noise, opens the door again, was going to say something again to the effect of, keep it down already, it's the middle of the night. And that's when she sees the figure coming towards her. Now, this has been a big bone of contention for a lot of people. Why, if you saw some shadowy, terrifying figure walking towards you, would you just close your door and go back to bed and not call the police? And the characterization to the source who spoke directly with her after the murders is that she didn't think that figure was anything other than just part of the horsing around. Maybe one of the partiers, maybe somebody who was a friend of one of the other roommates that was making all the noise. But it, startled her nonetheless to see a man in the middle of the night, dark, walking towards her. Thank you for watching.
Why would Dylan think that somebody was horsing around and playing around so late at night? And after she saw the man with the mask, black clothing, athletic build, and bushy eyebrows, she decided to lock her room and go back to sleep. Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk are surviving roommates. I don't believe they're victims. The victims are the 4 people who are not here to defend themselves. The victims are the 4 people who got attacked in their home. The victims are the 4 people whose house was demolished. It was Dylan and Bethany's house too, but their lives were saved. It was spared. The Sigma Chi fraternity boys can clearly see the girls' bedrooms and the whole house. And the girls did not have curtains and window shades. Was these fraternity boys peeping through the windows? Because they said in the 4chan allegedly that they would wait for the lights to go off. I'm sure the 3 unidentified male DNAs are long gone. And I'm sure there was more evidence in the house. That's why they had to demolish it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Justice for the 4 victims. May the correct justice be served.